असतं.
अच्छा किती बोले सेटअप दिवले आ बोले
ऐसे सब प्राकृतिक नाही
सानी कुरा नाही मोबाईल रेसिपी करणे कोण किती
प्राकृतिक नाही सगळं
टाइम करणार रे 홍보 홍보 홍보가 가지고 와
이건 누구나 아까는 본 거 모른다. 그럼 브라보 기가. 본 우리 애지는 왜?
খাবো দে
अच्छा Security মানুহ কিমান থাকি দিব এতিয়া নাপাব
120
150 approx আছে না 200 approx
250
জি
আর 420 দিব না 420
মোবাইল কিনে বিয়া বলে
আধা বই দিব 250 এক বই কইছে তো কি লিব ও আইছে তো আইছে Paling ni mungkin mong chơi sợ lắm đâu.
Mira 기사인데 아동 네 아닌가 기나가라 기나가
Iya. Neto biar. Mula biar.
Jio na wala
Jio ada. Bila biar ni.
itu sudah kita ini biasa itu guys
Başına.
sama nih kemana begini
Iya iya tadi. Tekrar konu iki böyle. Rồi nào. Rồi sao? Kirawo.
पुलिस में थे मन खरा कर गुरु डोला से नहीं कमांडर है कोशिश करें ना प्लान
Yes. Pro.
엄마, 아니가 이게 산다고 했네. 하나 받으면
Hello, mic check. Hello, mic check. Hello, mic check.
Mana bin nonton gari berar mon.
Dia lagi lagi. Kali berasa di sana sudah bisa bukan.
Itu pon. Jadi kon ni bukan dia bola. Pernah na? Pernah ni juga. Pernah aku farah sa lagi dah tu muda tahu kan. Itu farah sa dem jadi estimate pernah itu mak ko bola itu juga.
Childish. Bodoh buat aja. Weh.
Very good morning to one and all. That was the review offered by DIGH Tuensang. Independence Day holds a special importance in the hearts of every Indian. Our country gained its freedom from the British rule on this very day and became free at midnight between 14 August and 15 August in the year 1947. 15 August 1947 will always be remembered as a momentous day in the history of India. India achieved independence from the British rule after being ruled for nearly about 200 years. Hence, Independence Day is celebrated annually on 15 August with joy and celebration across the breadth and length of this great nation, India.
th Independence Day celebration, date 15 August 2021, venue, Parade Ground, Tuensang, hoisting of national flag and taking of Rashtriya salute by Shri H. Dobihodu IME, Honorable Advisor, Power, Government of Nagaland. The order of the program for today, 0600 hours, flag hoisting in all the government, private buildings, business establishments. 0855 hours, review of buried by DIG range Tuensang. 0900 hours, Rashtriya salute, followed by inspection of parades and speech by Shri H. Dovihotu Aimi, Honorable Advisor, Power, Government of Nagaland, and march past by parade contingents. 1000 hours, presentation of District Commendation Award. Entertainment presentation. Under entertainment presentation, we have number 1, Confederation of Young Students Union. Number 2, we have South Young College. Number 3, Cultural Program. Number 1, we have Young Cultural Draw. Number 2, Young Chor Cultural Draw. Number 3, Sanctum Cultural Troupe. Number 3, inauguration of exhibition stalls by the DIP. Number E, visitations to hospitals, orphanages, jail. 1030 hours, lunch by invitation. 1530 hours, presentation. 1600 hours, dating of retreat by 3rd MEP by band. Note, all guests to be seated in respective seats by 845 hours. Number 2, all guests are to strictly observe COVID appropriate behaviors and should wear masks at all times during the function.
itu बताइए film बताइए
Hey, bye.
ट्रेनिंग खत्म और गाना शुरू हो तीसरा तेरा वाले मन ना क्या दिल लगा आड़े भगवान दोस्तों ना उन्हें किन्हीं का नुकसान
Maganda kung yun ay
In a short while, our chief guest will be with us. As he enters the ground, we request the congregation to rise on your feet and receive him with warm welcoming to the district headquarters 75th Independence Day celebration. The ground de Kushadam de public and Karaburgina, Tiger welcome Rule, Janai Des.
1, 2, 3
Welcome you, Sir Sri H. Dovihotu Aimi, Honorable Advisor, Power, Government of Nagaland, to the 75th Independence Day celebration here at Tuensang District Headquarters. Today, the 15th August 2021. We once again warmly welcome to the district, sir.
jangan yang
Ini kan best itu. Ini kan apa?
Now our chief guest shall inspect the ferry contingents. Was the inspection of ferry by the chief guest. Now we shall have the speech from our Honorable Advisor, Sri H. Dr. Yevi.
program saya. Lajar pergi.
My dear fellow citizens, I extend my sincere greetings to all of you on the 75th Independence Day of our nation. It is a momentous day in the history of our country, and we are indeed honored to be a part of this occasion. We commemorate the milestone in a just manner, and even as we celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we are once again reminded of all the freedom fighters whose sacrifices brought freedom to our people. Our nation, since its birth, have been moving ahead with determination in every domain, and today it has come to secure its place among the most important and influential nations in the world. When we started, however, our nation had difficult challenges, and in many respects, it was way behind other countries of the world. A large majority of the people suffered from poverty and hunger. Serious disparities existed among various sections of the people as well as between the different regions of the country. The economy was weak. There was lack of infrastructure, and all the human development indices were also very low. In fact, on many indicators, we started as a weak and poor nation. However, in spite of such challenges, our people had the will and the perseverance to prevail over all obstacles. And unitedly, we have all worked and marched together to take our nation to a position that we all could be now proud of. Today, as we look around, we cannot but marvel at the tremendous progress that we have made as a nation, be it economy, infrastructure, defense, human resources, or science and technology. Above all, we have made a marked improvement in the quality of life of our people, while always remaining steadfast to the ideals of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. India is today a respectable and contributing nation towards the cause of humanity amongst the committee of nations. India has dozens of satellites in the space providing service to several countries. We have emerged as a responsible nuclear power nation. Our brave and disciplined armed forces are standing up for the cause of non-violence through the peacekeeping forces, and our ancient knowledge of Ayurveda and yoga have been internationally acclaimed. Made in India, COVID-19 vaccines are helping dozens of countries across the world, even as India now chair of the United Nations Security Council. As the world's largest democratic nation, India continues to make valuable contributions towards the progress of humanity and for the cause of freedom on an international scale. Our state has also been an equal partner with the other states of the nation in the journey that we have all been making on the path of development and prosperity. As we look at the decades since statehood, we could see how we have evolved as a confident state and developed progress in every field. Nagaland is contributing and participating member of India's nation building process. We have given the world countries our best daughters and sons in the journey of India's progress in multiple fields. Our brave soldiers have fought the countless enemies and guarded our borders with courage and valor. Artists, musicians, and cultural ambassadors of Nagaland have added to the vibrant diversity of the country, and in the field of public affairs, bureaucracy, judiciary, sports, and the fourth state, the citizens of Nagaland have served the country with exemplary distinction. Indeed, even as the country crosses the landmark of 75 years, it is also an occasion to celebrate the remarkable contributions of Nagaland and Nagas in the journey of our great nation thus far. While we wonder at the achievements that we have made, we are also always reminded of the very exceptional kind of situation that our state and the people have faced all along. As a part of the great country, we continue to be in pursuit of the final solution of the Naga political issue, which remains an all as this nation itself. Our hopes have risen to a great extent, as in recent years we have seen significant forward movement of this issue. The Naga political groups have been in ceasefire with the government of India for a long time, and the peace talks over the years have been significant progress. It has been possible to understand each other's position and reach a broad consensus on most of the issues. The Naga people sincerely appreciate the government of India for recognizing the unique history and position of the Naga people and for acknowledging the problems as a political issue. The state government has over the past years played the role of active facilitator of the ongoing Indo-Naga political peace talks. To give further impetus to the peace talks and help arrive the final solution at the earliest, we have formed the Parliamentary Committee on Naga Political Issue, consisting of 4 members of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly and our two members of Parliament. We have also constituted a core committee to ensure a focused approach in our role as facilitators. The core committee has appealed to the negotiating parties to move forward with a positive approach of mutual respect and set aside preconditions in the greater interest of the people's cry for long-term peace. We have also appealed to the Naga political groups to make serious efforts towards unity and reconciliation. Listening to the voice of the people, all the elected members of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly have come together irrespective of political affiliations on the Naga political issue and common people's issue. Taking this spirit of collectiveness order, in the recent concluded session of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly, the members unanimously passed a resolution appealing to the negotiating parties on the same lines as resolved by the core committee. The House appealed to the Naga political negotiating groups to come together in order to hammer out their differences and give the people an inclusive solution which is honorable and acceptable. We have a long-standing interstate border dispute with Assam. There were some recent tense situations along the Assam border. We took proactive steps along with the government of Assam to de-escalate the situation. A select committee of the House has also been constituted to examine all aspects of the Assam-Nagaland border issue. We feel that the border issues should be settled amicably by the two state governments by involving the local communities from both sides. Dear friends, as we celebrate this Independence Day, we also reflect on the very tough situation that we have gone through this year, along with the rest of the country on account of the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. The ferocity of the second wave of the pandemic has tested our capacities and our resilience. But we have made efforts to combat the pandemic successfully. We took preventive measures in time, and we moved swiftly to augment our health infrastructure, particularly the availability of oxygen across the state, the most critical element in the fight against COVID-19. From modest oxygen facilities last year, we have now 6 functional PSA oxygen plants with a daily capacity of 3.7 metric ton, and another 19 plants are under installation in various district hospitals and some community health centers. We have now a total of 1,816 oxygen concentrators and 6,082 oxygen cylinders of various capacities. We have provided equipment to the government as well as private facilities so that sufficient oxygen supported beds, including ICU and HDU beds, are available to meet any emergency. Besides the 3 DSL laboratories, we have also established 25 TrueNet and 362 rapid antigen test facilities for the COVID-19 across the state. We are also building a 200-bedded hospital for acute medical care in CIHSR, Dimapur, which is likely to get operational in a few weeks from now. This hospital, in the short run, will also be invaluable for our people, including children, to dare the third wave of COVID-19. Despite the best efforts put in by everyone concerned, however, there have been cases of people succumbing due to COVID-19. Our heart goes out to all such families who lost their near and dear ones, and we pray for giving them strength to bear their irreparable loss that they have suffered. We further appeal to all the citizens of the state to continue to observe COVID-appropriate behavior at all times. It is also our appeal to all eligible persons to take the vaccine, not only in your personal interest, but in the greater interest of the family and the community. We commend all those villages which have made extra efforts to get 100% of their residents protected by taking vaccines. We are hopeful that the remaining villages will also proactively work for getting this 100% vaccination status. We take this opportunity to pay tribute and extend our deepest appreciation to all the healthcare workers and frontline workers in the state and across the world for the enormous sacrifices they have made for the cause of humanity. While appreciating the civil society organizations, the churches, the village authorities, and all the citizens of the state for the excellent cooperation during the challenging times of unavoidable lockdown and steps to protect the citizens of the state. Let us remind ourselves that our conduct, behavior, and safety precautions will largely determine the level of impact in the event of any further future wave. Therefore, let us continue to be vigilant and work collectively as one united force against this global pandemic. We are all in it together, and each citizen is a member of Team Nagaland. Together we are stronger, and collectively we will ensure triumph. The COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown required to take the spread of the infection have made us realize the importance of building the skills of our people and making them self-reliant to earn their livelihoods. The government has therefore focused on strengthening of agri and allied sectors, skills and service sector, and trade and commerce with the four key objectives, namely self-reliance, reskilling, gainful employment, and facilitation. Even as the nation joins together to celebrate our 75th year of freedom, it is most appropriate that we all congratulate the Indian contingent and recently concluded Tokyo 2021 Olympic Games for a remarkable performance. Our girls and boys of Team India came back with a report haul of medals, and the achievement of Neeraj Chopra inspired the country. The performance of the hockey teams and all the other medal winners brought joy and happiness to more than 1 billion Indians and lifted the mood of the entire nation. We congratulate and thank all the athletes and the support staff for doing India proud, and it would be incomplete if we do not mention the commendable performance of the other Olympians who have not win medals. Every member of the Indian team performed exceptionally well, and I am sure India's force is now on the rise. Dear friends, on this 75th Independence Day, let us take a pledge to rededicate ourselves to work sincerely for bringing positive developments in all those areas where we are still lagging behind, so that Nagaland soon gets counted among the most developed and progressive states of the country. It is our dream and our aspiration to take Nagaland forward in a progressive manner, and I look forward to the cooperation and participation of all citizens, especially the youth, in our common quest to make Nagaland a much better place for the present and future generations. Let us all put our efforts to make Nagaland shine brighter and work towards a Nagaland where peace and security prevails, where an atmosphere and platform is provided to our youth to have equal opportunity and compete with the rest of the country and the world. A society powered by economic growth with a thriving atmosphere of the creativity and innovation, with the constant flowering of a human spirit and the triumph of the human endeavor. I once again convey greetings on the occasion of the country's Independence Day to all the citizens of the state and to all the Indians across the globe. May the country continue to grow, and may India continue to make positive contributions towards the progress of humanity everywhere. Thank you so much, Pugnalim, and Jai Hind.
That was such a delightful speech from our honorable chief guest. Sir has rightly stressed on the development of the state as well as the vision and mission of the state. Thank you, sir, once again for your wonderful speech.
This is the march first by the third division. We have the commander ESP Deputy Mama, ABS Mama, Parent Switch, all the yeah, ES Commander, side. Third enemy heading commander, led by ABSI Georgia.
BC Kampong Platoon Commander, APSI YS Chipang. BC Condor Platoon Commander, Commander S. Burgam. Then Platoon Commander, Knight Sipong Dam.
Flag hosting ground maintenance Harbour Changkyam. VIP pilot landslide Okchok, landslide El Sabah.
We would like to request our honorable chief guest to honor the presentation of district competition award to the awardees.
Now we shall begin the district competition award, awarding to a total of 9 awardees. Number 1, Sri P. Yingi Jingdong, Senior HS, Southern College. His integrity and devotion to work has ensured quality workmanship and skill in dealing with all the ministerial work of the office. During his extensive tenure in his service, he has been a guiding light to his colleagues and has displayed discipline, quite disciplined, and he is a man of worthy of emulation. Sri P. Yingyi Jingkong, Senior HA Saojang College. Next we have Sri Pondi Lambong Chang, Information Assistant, Office of the TPRO, has a field of work covering Tuensang Headquarters, Noksen SDO Civil Headquarters, Sangsang New ESC Headquarters, Longchong ESC Headquarters. This community service has given Tuensang a new look in the field of press media and social media updates. Sri Pondi Lambong Chang, Information Assistant, Office of the TPRO. Next we have Srimati Hansala Yimchonger, LDA Office of the CMO, Tuensang, for her efforts in improving the official working procedures under the establishment of CMO Tuensang. She has performed all the assigned duties with utmost sincerity and devotion. Srimati Hansala Yimchonger, LDA CMO Office, Tuensang. Next, Sri Zari Sisangdam, Driver, Office of the District Program Officer, ICDS. He has also contributed his service directly as a driver for COVID-19 related activity as on the ongoing vaccination drive in the district. Sri Zarisi Sangam, Driver, Office of the District Program Officer, ICDS. Next we have Sri Likam Sisangam, Team Leader COVID Care Center, Management Committee, for his outstanding contribution to the successful management of COVID Care Center. Sri Likamsi Sangdam, Team Leader COVID Care Center.
Next, Srimati Yongsantanla, Assistant Nursing Superintendent, District Hospital, Tuensang, caring for her patients first and foremost. She has ensured quality health care. Srimati Yongsantanla, Assistant Nursing Superintendent, District Hospital, Tuensang. Next, Srimati A. Kelamsanga, Nursing Sister, District Hospital, Tuensang. She has displayed exemplary work ethics with her outstanding commitment to work and in ensuring quality care to all patients. Srimati A. Kelamsanga, Nursing Sister, District Hospital, Tuensang. Next, Havildar Sangting Kemnyungan, Office of SP Tuensang. During his 17 years of service in the department, he has executed various law and order duties assigned to him with utmost devotion. Havildar Sangting Kemnyungan. Next, Shri Pamat Cholanchang, lineman, EA Electrical Division, Tuensang, for his work and dedication in ensuring quality service whenever required without hesitation and delay. Shri Pamat Cholanchang, lineman.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for honoring the District Commendation Award awardees. Now we shall have the entertainment presentation. Number one, Confederation of Chang Students Union. Confederation of Chang Students Union. You may please take this stand.
Located in the bosom of pristine mountains of the northeast India, in the beautiful state of Nagaland, lay a diverse land with a number of different tribes residing scattered, unknown to the rest of the world. This land was to become as one of the original three districts of Nagaland when it attained statehood in 1963. It was to be called Tuensang. The area comprising the present district of Tuensang remained totally unadministered in the pre-independent days. The British had declared it as an excluded area. The people had almost no contact with the outside world. Cat hunting and other primitive practices were common. Government brought the unadministered areas under some sort of administration in 1913, and the area was named Northeast Frontier Tract. In 22nd January 1948, for the first time, an outpost in Tuensang was opened, and the first administrative officer posted at Tuensang was Sri Sotyanga, an assistant to the deputy commissioner. With this, Tuensang came into a proper administration, changing the war scenario into a peaceful law and order situation. In 1954, the Northeast Frontier Tract was changed into Northeast Frontier Agency, and Tuensang area came to be known as Tuensang Frontier Division. In 1957, the Tuensang Frontier Division merged with the Naga Hills and became Naga Hills Tuensang Area, NHTA. The administration of NHTA was the responsibility of the governor of Assam under the control of the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. As a result of the 16-point agreement signed between Naga People's Convention and the Government of India, NHTA became a full-fledged state of Nagaland on 1st December 1963 and joined the Indian Union. However, special provisions were made for Tuensang district in view of its relative backwardness, under which the district would have regional council for a period of 10 years with Deputy Commissioner as chairman. The regional council nominated tribal representatives to be member of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly. It was only in 1973, at the end of the 10-year period, that the regional council was abolished and the people of Tuensang began to participate in the first elections to the Nagaland Legislative Assembly along with the rest of the state. The true districts of Nagaland were reorganized into 7 districts, whereby Tuensang was bifurcated into 2 districts, Tuensang and Mon. Divided into Longmeng and Kifri. In 2020, Noglook was also created from Tuensang. Since Nagaland attained statehood in 1963, Indian Independence Day in Tuensang has been celebrated with much pomp and gaiety, with invitees from every villages gathering at the local ground a day ahead. Grand programs have been organized where different elements are added in the program, like display of cultural dances, songs, and feasts are also held. Joining the Indian Union, Nagaland and particularly Tuensang has seen a number of developmental changes in all the different components of administration, healthcare, transport, and education. There are a good number of government and private schools and colleges in Tuensang. We have a district hospital, clinics, and healthcare centers in villages. On 28 August 2020, a VSL2 laboratory, and on January 18, 2021, a dialysis center was inaugurated at the Tuensang District Hospital. On transport sector, there is availability of public transport via land and air that connects Tuensang with other districts of Nagaland and vice versa. Along with the rest of the world and India since 2020, Tuensang has been fiercely fighting the global pandemic of COVID-19. The district administrative team, led by our Deputy Commissioner, Shri Kumar Ramnikant IAS, along with district task force, frontline workers, healthcare workers, police personnel, stakeholders, civil societies, and village leaders are working tirelessly by maintaining proper law and order and standard operating procedure in public places to curb the spread of the viral outbreak, keeping the land safe and secure. In fact, because of the unsung heroes and the immense contribution of the various departments involved, Yali village, along with two other villages in Nagaland, was the first to achieve 100% vaccination against COVID-19.
अरे सब कोर्स को छोड़ के इधर बैठा है हम भी गाना लगा
In 1947, India was able to free itself from the clutches of the colonial forces, and now it is becoming as one of the fastest emerging nations of the world. So today, as we celebrate India's 75th Independence Day along with the rest of the nation, let us unite to not only fight against the global pandemic, but also against every forces that threatens our national integration, growth, peace, unity, and security. To commemorate our 75th Independence Day celebration, shall we all stand to our feet and sing our national anthem, led by the Confederation of Chang Students Union.
Thank you, the Federation of Chang Students Union, for your wonderful performance, basing on the history of state formation to the various district formation of the eastern area, and also, in fact, presenting a wonderful Jalakana on this national occasion. Thank you so much once again. Now we shall have the presentation by Saujang College. Now I give time to the participants from Saujang College to entertain the congregation. Independent presentation, Saujang College. If you are around, you may please take this time. If they are not ready as of now, we shall have the cultural program. The cultural program will be performed by the Chang Cultural Group, Kim Chongor Cultural Group, Sangdang Cultural Group. So, may I request all these three cultural groups to please take this time to perform your cultural dances.